Facebook, family, friends. I gotta talk to y'all about this, among other things. You know, there's many things to talk about, goals, finances, but this is another thing I gotta talk about, right? Just for example, to shoot straight into it, is I did my 40-hour work week, went to the gym. I just seen a woman or a girl, based on age group, I think 20s, mid-20s, at gym, and she's talking to herself, man. Black girl, mid to late 20s, talking to herself where pretty much a couple people could hear. Something about, like, it sounded like half like she was on the phone, headset on, but the other half, like, it sounded like she wasn't, like it was like a decoy, because I heard her mention something about Jesus. She kept repeating the word Jesus. She's talking to herself, and mid to late 20s, black girl, looks smart, like could have went college, like, you know, fit, extremely fit. Like, I mean, like, you know, she had on the attire, like fit clothing, like a tank top kind of like mine, tone, muscle, and she's doing legs, you know, like leg stuff, but she clearly fit, clearly somebody who takes it serious. So my point is that as I was like around the area, and I overheard, because it was kind of loud, and I overheard she was saying something about, like, she was kind of like cursing somebody out. And like I said, mid to late 20s, smart looking girl, you know, normal, like put together girl, fit as hell. Like, she looked like she would slam some shit. Fit, young, mid to late 20s, maybe 29, black girl. And when I say she was talking to herself, man, like, it looked like saying something about, like, Jesus, and she was saying, like, screw, like something like along the lines like screw that, and I ain't with it, and she sounded like she was cussing somebody out at the same time. And I can just see kind of like an agony. I can just see kind of like an agony kind of thing, man. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but my point is, this is a few times. I don't know if any of y'all see that too, but a few times every week, man, week after week for years, every now and then, you know, I would see some girls, man, who would just be very, like, it seemed like they was angry, face screwed up, you know, fit girls, which is fine, but like this, like they was fit, but like kind of angry, upset. This one in particular was talking to herself and stuff, like kind of loudly, like not really loud, but if you was within 30-40 feet, if you was in like a couple of yards, you could hear her. And it just kind of, I just kind of feel like these things kind of get unsaid, kind of like other things I've been seeing, other content and people saying, and you can see it yourself if you see it. I just feel like we in times, man, where people just stuck in the phone, something to do with the phone, or a headset, you know, or a headset or something like that, or some kind of phone thing, social, or just kind of like an antisocial period of time of life. Some people seem angry. A lot of women seem like angry. She was shouting out Jesus, stuff like that, and it's like a mid-20s, like mid to late 20s, already fit, already toned up, fit, you know, crushing the exercises, like already look like already achieving so much, but just like you can tell, like it's like some bitterness, man. We gotta stop the bitter, man. Like, that's what the videos, there's something along those lines, man. You know, there's many topics going on, and you know, but if we bitter towards each other, we ain't gonna improve none of the topics. We just gonna be self. We just gonna be bitter. We just gonna be like screw it. So some other examples, number 2 or 3. You got some people who I've heard they'll go like they got a call center job and I'll see them post and hear them say and see them post, fuck man, screw this, man is weak. So that's my secondary point is, men, we gotta realize that a lot of these women is out here, basically a lot of women is out here, literally I'm hearing say bitch ass niggas, and excuse my language, but I'm just being real. I'm being real and raw to what I literally hear. I hear some women, particularly 20s, late 20s, and 30s, late 30s. 20s, early 30s, mid 30s. I hear several examples say out their mouth, oh man, we outworking the man, we outdoing this. Oh, I gotta be hard because my past man was soft and man soft, and we taking over to this and we taking over to that. I hear that and see posts like that, like dozens of times, dozens of different people. It's like expanding. So number one, women, if it's dozens and hundreds of posts like this, it's becoming brainwashed. And number 2, other people, we gotta crush this shit. Like, this is why, that's the second point I wanted to make. This is why, or this is part of the reason, aside from the things I had to overcome, all the obstacles and things I had to deal with through the mud and through the dirt and all the different, 5+ years temp construction, low pay digging, shoveling, digging, finding place, buses, finding place, pay this, take care of that, fights, things like that, until I had to save up. On top of that was things like that, man. Hearing people say, hearing some girls say, man ain't this, and because I work 2 jobs, man ain't this, and he's soft, and he on this, and he ain't that, and they better they better pay for everything, just meeting them. If as I just meet you, better pay and do this and send Cash App and this and that. So my next point is, that's why I post what I post. That's why I feel what I feel, because I'm one of the men that's like pushing through. Like, I'm one of the men that's consistent 40+ hours a week work, keeping ride years, taking care of responsibilities, do what I say I'm gonna do, jacked, keeping ride, savings, have savings, ride, grinding, early morning work. That's why I'm about that, because it's just so much messed up things said towards us, so much things that you'll be hearing, like men ain't this, men ain't that, soft this, soft that. So that's the second or third thing that too, I guess, that I forgot. I almost forgot I wanted to mention, man. It's some girls, man. It's some people who will be there, like just like they look wise, normal, fit, and just like cursing out, man, or whatever, just being like real, going through shit, but like rather than being grateful and yoga and praying and all that. That's what people gotta spread, y'all. Especially particularly to the women, y'all gotta like, where's the where's any of that stuff at? Meditation, and it's like, instead it's just like, oh, we gonna outbeat the man. What about like trying to be like, hey, let's spread communication, like study we need to spread to each other to study communication, study literature, study how to properly speak to somebody, study how to have sit-down conversations properly, not just out-compete. But so that's the first thing I wanted to mention is, like I said, I be hearing time and time again, 20s, early 30s, mid 30s, black girls or whatever, being like, oh, nah, I'm done with this, and screw this, screw that. And the second thing, like I said, is just, that's why I be putting what I put, because I'm just grateful to even survive And B, like I be mentioning, 40 plus hours a week, just always grinding, always trying to push this, push that, ride, do what I say I'm gonna do, thoughtful things I do, workouts, grind, savings, got savings now, taking care of Rod, 40 plus hours a week, grinding, thoughtful things I do. This is why, because it's just some crazy stuff I be seeing. Heartless. We got to work on communication.